Hello there everyone, welcome back to Press for Truth TV. Today is Monday, June the 25th, 2012, and as you can probably tell already, I am not in the concrete jungle today, known as downtown Toronto. I am up north, a few hours north of Toronto, as you can probably hear, doing a little target practice with my friend up here on his private property. I'll just go this way a little bit. And so we're up here, up north, doing a little bit of target practice, and so I thought maybe it was a good opportunity to speak a little bit about this Fast and Furious scandal, which is getting huge right now down in the States. And just to give you a little bit of background on what that is basically the FBI, along with the ATF, the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms Agency, have been supplying guns to the Mexican drug cartels on purpose, supplying them with their weapons. Now, when this story broke and it came out that this was going on, the American government, Barack Obama, had had a lot of people asking him what's going on here. So what they said was this is a part of a sting operation where the FBI and the ATF were purposely supplying the Mexican drug cartels with their weapons. Now, they say the purpose was to allow the weapons to make their way up to the higher-ups, the major drug dealers there, so that they can take them down and arrest them in this sting operation. But the problem is, what ended up happening was they weren't keeping track of the guns that were entering the country, and they were doing this by what's called gun running, where the weapons were either supplied to them within Mexico, or certain members of these drug cartels were allowed to purchase these weapons in the United States and then gun run them into the country, carry them into the country. So they're saying that this is all part of a sting operation, but again, the bottom line is they haven't been keeping track of the guns, and it turns out that these drug wars going on in Mexico are getting worse and worse, and there's people dying left, right, and center, and it turns out that a lot of the guns that are being used in these turf wars, these drug gang wars, are the very ones that were supplied by the FBI and the ATF. So they're supplying the so-called enemy with the weapons. And again, we understand that this all plays into their motto of order out of chaos. It's a tactic that's used over and over again. We saw it in Iraq. We're currently seeing it in Syria. In fact, there's some CIA agents who have just been caught on the border of Syria supplying the so-called freedom fighters and rebels with their weapons. And this story also broke, and I believe it's the Washington Post ended up doing a little write-up on it, saying that yes, the CIA is supplying them with their weapons, but hopefully it doesn't get into the hands of the wrong people like Al-Qaeda. But the bottom line, the truth of the matter is that is precisely the goal and the agenda, is to put these weapons into the hands of Al-Qaeda, or in the case of the Fast and Furious, the Mexican drug cartels. It's all about creating the boogeyman, building up the enemy, so that they can then step in as the saviors of the situation and take them down. So that, in a nutshell, is what's been going on in Mexico over the last few years. I mean, since Felipe Calderon started the war on drugs, I believe it started in 2006, there's been over 70,000 deaths there. And again, with the presidential election right around the corner, this could potentially be quite an issue for Barack Obama. I just saw an article just the other day where there's just piles of dead bodies showing up in Mexico with messages scrawled all over them by these violent drug gangs. And again, this is all at the hands of the FBI. It's all about getting in there. It's a war against the Mexican people, and it's a war against the American people and their right to their Second Amendment. So again, they're trying to play everybody as fools and tell us that it was just a sting operation gone bad. but it seems more likely that it's going exactly as planned, and the guns are getting into the hands of the drug cartels, and it's creating havoc and chaos there. So anyways, just something I wanted to bring to your attention today, considering we're out in the woods doing a little target practice. I'll show you what we're doing today, actually. If you want to take a few shots there, brother, we got a target down the way. And down there. And that's a little taste of what we're out here doing today. And we got to remember that, you know, it's not about taking down the drug cartels. It's about you and me, people who want to just do a little bit of target practice on their private property. And eventually this could lead towards, you know, farmers who are simply protecting their property with guns. So it's a very slippery slope. And we know how they manipulate the situation, utilizing their motto of order out of chaos. So no doubt we're going to be hearing more about this as the presidential election you know, comes up right around the corner here. This could potentially be a huge issue for Barack Obama. So in case you haven't heard of the Fast and Furious scandal, I just thought I'd bring that up today. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in once again, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Take care.